Recognize those chords? Well, part of one of the songs I'll be playing. Hi, everybody. Good to see you. Like the, what was her name? Miss Sally on Rompus Room. I can see Jane. I can see Barbara. I can see Donnie. And I also often wondered, really? Can she see me? I was pretty excited about that, actually. But that has nothing to do with Cole Porter, who I'm going to talk about and play some music that Cole Porter wrote. Cole Porter was born in the year 1891. That is a long time ago. Imagine talking to Cole Porter about his grandparents. When were they born? My grandfather was born in I believe it was around 1887. And he used to always talk about his grandparents. And I used to think to myself, were they cavemen? Were they, no, not quite, but a little bit after George Washington's time, maybe. His great-grandfather was probably born around 1763. Who knows? Who knows? Very interesting. Very interesting. But Cole Porter was born in 1891 and actually was born in Indiana, of all places. I always thought he was born and bred in New York. Born in Indiana, his grandfather, speaking of his grandparents, wanted him to be a lawyer. And his parents and his grandparents kind of turned their nose on the idea that he wanted to write music, but he studied classical music and decided that he really loved theater, musical theater, and was determined to write for musical theater. And a lot of his music got into musical plays and movies, and he wrote all of his own lyrics. So he didn't have any writing partners at all. He wrote very clever, kind of savvy lyrics. They were a little bit out of the mainstream for their time. So, speaking of Cole Porter, born in 1891, and my grandfather, who immigrated from Poland at the beginning of this century. My grandfather was a really great guy. He had a Polish-Jewish accent. Very, very the kindest person you'd ever want to meet. And I remember we used to go to holiday parties and just family parties. We used to have a big family. And we'd all get together, and most of them were speaking Yiddish, and I had no idea what they were saying. But I used to always go everywhere with a tape recorder, a reel-to-reel tape recorder. I wanted to get everything down on tape. And at one family party, I think it was actually in Jamaica, New York, at my grandfather's apartment. He took the microphone and he started singing this song, and I kept that tape for many, many, many years. I don't know what happened to it, but he had a very strong connection to Paris because my grandmother had sisters who were French. They were actually all originally from Poland, and they went to France to avoid anti-Semitism, and then along came World War II, and you know what happened. So, this is a song written by Cole Porter from an ill-fated show called Paris. It really didn't make it. It's called I Love Paris. That is in honor of my grandfather, Grandpa Jack. The next song was actually, this is a Cole Porter song from the musical Can Can, which was a 1953 musical, not to be confused by the Offenbach piece or the ShopRite supermarket jingle that I actually produced. I'm not going to sing it, but it's about ShopRite had a sale on cans, and they called it the Can Can sale. You do what you have to earn a buck. You know what I mean? And if my ex-clients are listening, oh, I loved it. I really loved it. Anyway, now ShopRite does the can. Okay, just delete that part. All right, here we go. This is a song called "It's All Right with Me," and it is from Can Can, and it was used as a TWA commercial right before. As a jingle for TWA just before TWA went under. So you can see how effective the jingle was. But it was a really good one. I didn't do it. Don't know who did. This is It's All Right With Me. It's All Right With Me. Next song is from the Broadway musical that Cole Porter wrote called Kismet. Very beautiful song. It's called So in Love. Love the song. And if you ever want to hear a really, really beautiful version of it, Kelly O'Hara, who I think is one of the greatest singers of all time. She's a Broadway singer. She was in The Light in the Piazza, which is a fantastic musical written by Adam Gettle, who was Richard Rodgers' grandson. But Kelly O'Hara has a version. She was in the revival of Kiss Me Kate not too long ago, and there's a YouTube video of her singing it live with an orchestra, and it is unreal. It is unreal. Listen to her, listen to the music, listen to the arrangement. Just fabulous. Really. It's really quite incredible. So here is So in Love. And catch that Kelly O'Hara version. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Which really brings us to maybe Cole Porter's most popular song of all the songs he's ever written. Probably made what made people know the song, and Fred Astaire sang it in the movie The Gay Divorcee in the year 1933. But in 1932, there was a Broadway show called The Gay Divorce, and Cole Porter wrote the entire score. He wrote the music and lyrics. He did not write the book or the script. But the following year, there was a movie called The Gay Divorcee, or Divorcee, and Fred Astaire was in that, and he sang Night and Day in that movie. He was dancing with Ginger Rogers. They also did The Continental, which was, remember? That was not a Cole Porter song. So it was a mishmash. There were different composers who contributed to the movie, and it wasn't really a musical. But The Gay Divorce was with music and lyrics by Cole Porter. And this song, Night and Day, was from that Broadway show. That's it for today. It was a pleasure. Today's been a pretty busy day for me. I've had 3 performances, including this one today. 2 live ones, one down in Boston, and then 3 hours to Middlebury, over the mountains to Middlebury, Vermont, where I did a performance there at 4 o'clock, and then I rushed back to do this at 7 o'clock. So I hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I know some of you are watching this on Facebook, which is great. Thank you. There's no fee to subscribe, but if you subscribe on YouTube, I would so appreciate it if you like what you're hearing. And I hope you do, and I enjoy playing for you. And next Sunday, I'll be doing another one. And next Sunday, it's going to be the Carpenters. So have a great week. Thank you for being here, and good night.